He says all 15 countries will be put on what's described as, quote, credit watch negative. And that means the majority of the Eurozone, including its biggest economy, Germany, have a 50% chance of a downgrade, and that's within 90 days. Well, the 6 countries with the firm's highest ratings, and those are Germany, France, the Netherlands, Austria, Finland, as well as Luxembourg, could have their ratings lowered to AA+. Agnes Crane is the financial columnist for the Reuters news agency in New York, and what she says is the move is a warning to the Eurozone to solve their economic problems, and fast.
In some ways, I think it's good to also put it in perspective. I mean, the reality is S&P is not telling the Eurozone anything that they didn't already know, anything that markets haven't already told them. I mean, this S&P action is coming after, bond yields have been soaring, that they've, that the German government has had trouble auctioning off some of its debt. So again, I mean, I think, just to put this in context, I think the S&P, warning is essentially trying to add some urgency to something that, we all, recognize as urgent, but they're essentially saying, listen, if you guys don't get it together at this summit, after promises of many other summits of getting it together, then there are going to be consequences here. I mean, there's plenty of criticism to go around for the credit rating agencies. I mean, particularly after the credit crisis, et cetera. But I mean, the reality is too, I mean, this is actually what credit rating agencies do. They evaluate credit risk, and then their job is to tell investors whether they think there is, using their methodology, whether they think there's risk involved. I mean, this is, essentially this is our financial system. And I mean, it's also, we haven't done very much to take ratings out of the financial system either. So this is kind of what we have to live with. I think there's a little confusion around whether it seems like, I think France is saying that essentially that S&P's opinion did not include the plan that was basically announced today. And I think too for S&P, they're going to have to actually see that the plan is ratified, and then they're going to have to take a look at the details to see whether it's credible or not.